Good morning, everyone. This is the last class that I'm going to teach during quarantine, and it is an intermediate / advanced level flow class. I hope you enjoy. As you can see, we're going to start with the feet a little bit apart this morning, and then you're going to make steeple fingers with your hands, so only the pointers and thumbs are unlaced. The rest of your fingers are laced. So you'll stretch the arms up on the in-breath and just breathe out. Lean to your right and then circle down. Good. And you'll do that again. Lean to your right and then circle down. Kind of like on a roller coaster. You're coming to the top of the hill, You're going to stop and then go down. Good. We'll do that one more time. Up, lean, keep your legs strong, keep your belly strong, and then circle. Come right up through the center. We're going to reverse direction. Strong legs, strong arms. Lean and circle. Good. Remember to breathe. And one more. Good. Right up through the center, breathing in. Good. We'll take the arms out wide. We're going to soften the knees a little and fold forward. This is a twist. You're thinking about keeping the spine really strong, and you'll just twist gently. Twist gently. Your hips can go with you a little bit if you want to. Side to side. You're not folding forward far, and your knees have a little bend in them. And let's go just rocking, twisting. Just trying to get things shaken up a little bit this morning. And one more time. Good. Now take the top arm down, hold opposite elbows, and let your body release forward and down. Let's spread the toes and put a little more weight in the toes, rocking forward a tiny bit. Take 3 deep breaths here. Last breath. Good. Soften your knees, let go of your hands, and I want you to walk your hands up your legs. So you're walking up. Good. You've come all the way back up to standing. Good. We're going to come to the front edge of the mat, work through some salutations. So you're standing with just a little bit of distance between your feet. And you're going to hold opposite elbows again. Come resting your forearms on your thighs. Breathe out, round your back. Breathe in, arch your back. Breathe out, round your back. Breathe in and arch your back. Then on the exhale, reach to the floor. Inhale, lunge your right foot back. Exhale, step to downward facing dog. Inhale, round your back a little. Come forward to plank. And on the exhale, lower your whole body down. Untuck your toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, forehead touching. Tuck your toes. Push yourself up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot lunges. Exhale, left foot lunges. Good. Inhale, forearms to your thighs. Arch your back. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. And exhale, round. One more time. Arch your back. And on the breath out, reach for the floor. Inhale, left foot lunges. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower your body. Good. Untuck your toes and let's curl up. Then push back into downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot. And then right foot. Hands to the shins, bend your knees, arch your back, breathe in. We're going to do that one more time on each side. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Exhale, reach to the floor. Inhale, right foot lunges. Exhale, down dog. Press into your fingers, strong legs. Forward to plank and lower. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Right foot lunges to breathe in. Left foot, breathe out. Forearms to thighs, arch open on the inhale, round on the exhale. Forward on the inhale, and pull the navel up. Look towards your belly on the exhale. One more time, breathe in, and exhale. Hands come to the floor. Left foot lunges, breathe in, and right foot, breathe out. Downward facing dog. Forward to plank. Keep everything strong and straight. Come on down. Good. Lift the chest just a little bit. Doesn't have to be big. And exhale. Push yourself up and back. Step forward with your left foot. And then your right foot. Breathe out. Last time here. Forearms to thighs. Arch. And round. Two more. One more. Good. Reach for the floor. So you're going to step back with your right foot and lower your knees. This is kneeling. Bring your arms over your head and then bend your elbows. Sort of like the exalted warrior one we did yesterday. Good. Start lifting up from the front of the hips, from the chest, and then lift your eyes. Holding steady. You're sitting your fingertips back, your chest back. And now take your hands to the floor. You'll tuck your back toes under here, and you may or may not sit on this back foot. The front leg goes as straight as you can make it. This might be your pose, a little bend, not sitting all the way back. Or you can come all the way back and sit on your foot. This is good for your foot. It releases the musculature in your toes. And then also you've got options here. You could be in your fingertips, in your hands. You could even come down to your forearms if you'd like. So take your deep breaths. Try to keep the back of your neck relaxed. Lots of times we hold tension there. And take one more breath. And let's come back out into our lunge. Good. Lift the back knee. Step back into downward facing dog. Now, this is called revolved down dog. So if you want to take your feet a little wider apart than they normally are, you'll spread your toes and fingers, and then you're going to twist your torso to the left with your right hand. Reach back for either your shin or the outside of your ankle, and then pull yourself into a twist. You want to make sure this is good for your shoulder. that your shoulder feels firm and secure. If not, you can practice this from your knees, and you'll just reach through, have your hand at the outside of your knee. Good. So you could be here with me if you'd like to modify this. Breathe out and take your hand to the floor so that you're either in all fours or you're in down dog. And let's all meet in down dog. Push the hips up, push the hips back, and then bring the feet back in so there's just a few inches distance between your big toes. Come forward to your plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Untuck your toes. And let's walk the hands forward, the forearms forward, until we're in Sphinx pose here. In this pose, you're pressing through your forearms, you're pronating your forearms so that your pointers and thumbs press the floor. Good. Stretch your toes out behind you and your chest forward here. Just allowing your low back to release. And then walk your hands back by your chest. Bring your forehead to the floor. Tuck your toes and push yourself up and back into downward facing dog. You can choose to step up, which we have been doing, or you can bend your knees and jump your feet forward. Lift halfway this time. Spread your toes out wide. Then from this halfway lift, we're going to bring the arms back like wings. So your torso faces the floor here. Spread your toes and let's see if you can come up onto the balls of the feet, lifting your heels. Pull your belly in. Good. Balance and breath. And now heels and hands down. Lunge back with your left foot. So you'll lower your back knee to the mat. Untuck your toes and sweep your arms overhead. Elbows bent. So you can feel this lengthening through the front of your back hip as you lift up. Push firmly through your front foot. Bend your elbows. You're curling your spine a little bit. It doesn't have to feel like a big arch in your back. And just let it feel good. Look at the floor, breathe out, bring your hands back to the mat. Tuck your toes and sit on your foot or come here, which is about the halfway point. You're trying to stretch the back of your thigh. You can be in your hands here. You can come down to your forearms. And just like with all these poses, the pose, it shouldn't be something that you're dying to come out of. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Keep your face relaxed. If you're on your forearms, come up into your hands. Let's bend the front knee. Hands on the floor and step back to down dog. And this is your revolve down dog again, so step your feet a little wider than they normally are. Sometimes I walk my hands back a little bit too, so you can choose what you want to do here. You'll be able to feel what feels right. Reconnecting, breathing. You're going to twist to the right this time and reach back for your right ankle, holding with your left hand. Turn your head in the direction of the twist. Try to keep your hips level instead of letting them skew off to the right. Put a little more weight into your left foot. Good. Hold it steady, use some perseverance. We'll do 3 more breaths. Then take your hands to the floor. Bring your feet back toward each other. If you walked your hands forward, you're probably going to need to walk them back out. And let's come forward to plank. Again, you're going to lie down on the mat. Good. Come back out into your Sphinx pose. And we'll try a variation of our Sphinx pose here. So you're going to bend your knees. Look back there. You're going to bend your knees so your feet are over your knees. Now press down through your pubic bone. And you'll notice my thighs aren't leaving the floor, but I'm pressing the pubic bone down and lifting the knees. You'll feel the backs of your thighs working. It's just an energetic thing to keep the back of the body really active. Remember, we want lots of space between the ears and the shoulders, so stretch up. If you're getting tired, you can relax it. Good. Then bring your toes to the floor. You're going to keep them tucked under. Bring your forehead to the floor. Walk your hands back. Push yourself up and back into downward facing dog. If you want to jump, you can. If you'd rather step, you can. Good. Lift halfway. We're going to try our balancing again. So rib cage strong, drawn in, arms back. Spread your toes. See if you can rise up. And then breathe out, heels down, hands down, and relax. Make heavy shoulders, make a heavy neck. Bend your knees slightly. We're going to come to stand up. And we'll try a pose called hands to big toe balance. So we're going to have this right leg be the strong standing leg. And then this left leg's going to bend up. You've got the option to hold under your thigh here. Or you can take your pointer and middle fingers down to hook your big toe. If you're doing that, you hold onto your waist with this hand. And then extend your leg. Good. Keeping the eye gaze steady. A bent knee is fine. Holding under the thigh is fine. Now let's try opening the leg out wide to the side. You can change your drishti and look over your shoulder, over your right shoulder if you'd like. Bring your leg back around to the center. So we're going to let go of the leg, but try to keep it lifted. And it could be just an inch off the floor and lifted. It's fine. Good. And now release. And we're going to switch sides. Good. So this time, strong, sturdy left leg. Under the thigh or holding the big toe with your hand at your waist. Lean back a little bit to balance out the weight of this long leg. Pull your shoulder blades back. Now open your leg out wide to the side. And if you want to change your eye gaze, you can turn your head. Strong bottom leg. And now come back to the center and let go of your foot. This pose builds a really strong leg and a firm foundation. Very important. One more breath and release. Shake out your legs a little bit. Okay. I'm going to show you something from the back. We've done this before, but I'm just reminding you. We're going to practice either holding opposite elbows behind the back here. It's going to depend on the mobility in your shoulders. Or you can practice with your palms facing down here at your low back. Or you can turn your palms up here. So make sure your shoulder blades aren't winging out. Flatten them on your back by opening your elbows. And then cross your thumbs there. Good. So like we started, we're going to take the feet wide, feet parallel to each other. We're going to keep the arms like they are and just fold forward. Pulling the elbows back. Push into your big toes to help balance. And let's exhale, and on the exhale, make your belly firm, soften your knees a little bit. You have the option to keep the hands like they are, or you can release and do what we did near the beginning of class. You could release your hands to your ankles and walk up your legs if you want that support. Good. Good. So once you've gotten to the top, you'll walk your feet together and then squeeze in. This is mountain pose, but we're squeezing big to the center, turning the palms open, and just close your eyes. Sealing in this standing practice. And breathe out. Open your eyes. Let's come sitting down on the mat. Put your feet on the floor with a little bit of distance between. You're going to hold the backs of your thighs. And we're going to practice a modified boat pose. So flex both of your feet and press your heels into the mat. And as you press your heels into the mat, try to lift your front body. So good for you. If you're a person who sits a lot, the muscles here can get weak. And so this is one of the best strengtheners for the low belly and the hip flexors. One more inhale. Good. Exhale, lower your toes, bring your feet together, bring your knees together. We're going to wrap the forearm, the left forearm, around the front of the shins. Then lengthen through the top of the head and come into a twist. Sitting tall, you're looking out of the right corners of your eyes. And now come back to the center, and let's try that on the other side. Same pose, length, rotation. Everything that you do in yoga has some moderation. You're never doing the most you can do. You're doing just a little bit less than the most so that you can stay refreshed, so that you can feel revitalized at the end of your practice and not exhausted. Both sides of your spine feel long and strong. And gently come back through the center. Good. This next pose is called fish pose. The top of your head does not need to touch the floor. You could keep your head hanging. That said, this pose won't be comfortable for everyone. It might be uncomfortable for anyone with anything going on in the cervical spine, this part of the neck. So I'm going to give you an option here to lie down on your back and practice bridge. I'll show you your option first, and then I'll teach you fish pose. So you're going to lie down, bring your hands to the floor, your feet to the floor. Put a little bit of distance between your feet, and if you need to, look around, make sure your feet are lined up with each other. Then push the back of your head into the floor to lift. This is bridge. And once your hips come off the mat, you won't turn your head. And now I'm going to show you fish pose. We'll just practice with the legs extended out long. Sit up on your forearms and walk your palms underneath you. You can turn your hands up if you want to, or you can keep them face down. Point your toes, lift your back, arch your back, and start to let your head fall back here on the meaty parts of your shoulders. The variation we're doing today, we don't have the head on the floor. The weight is in the forearms. Keep stretching your heart up. You should feel your throat stretching. Breathe in one more time. And on the exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. We'll walk the elbows apart and come down onto the back. Walk your shoulder blades apart and then squeeze your knees into your chest. Pull the knees firmly down toward your side bodies. And breathe out. Bring your feet to the floor. And set yourself up for Shavasana, your resting pose. So we're going to spend a few minutes here. Palms facing up. Legs extended out. You can tent your knees if you'd like. In this pose, your hips and shoulders are very relaxed. Your teeth don't touch, but your lips are together. That helps relax your lower jaw. As you relax deeper, you'll feel your breath get softer, slower. Let your bones feel heavy. Your face feel relaxed. stay here in Shavasana, but start to notice and become the mover of your breath again. You're the one who's beginning the inhale and the exhale. And now slowly move your fingers and toes, gently waking up. Roll your wrists and your ankles. Walk your feet in toward your hips. Let's scoot the hips a little bit to the left so you can roll onto your right side. And now use your hands to push up into a seat. It doesn't have to be easy pose. It can be anything that's comfortable for you. Bring your hands to heart center. Breathe out. And on the inhale, open your arms out wide at shoulder height. Lift your heart. And then bring your thumbs back to heart center. Namaste.